Hey Capricorn, what's up? Welcome to your reading. This is for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let's have a look at what's going on in your love life from the 7th to the 13th of April 2025. Roles can be reversed anytime, so feel free to switch those energies, vice versa. Yeah. So feel free to switch those energies, vice versa. Like I said, it is a general love reading, may or may not resonate. If it doesn't, check out your other placements. Let's see, Capricorn. What can we expect to happen? So let's begin. What is it that you don't see coming, Capricorn? So Capricorn, for a lot of you, there has been someone out here who's been very, very selfish in love. Okay, I get an energy out here who's been very, very irrational. Okay, this is someone out here, Capricorn, like whoever's headed towards you, this person out here has, I also feel this person out here has been using a lot of manipulation. Okay, they've been using a lot of manipulation. This person out here has been dishonest to you, and some of you, this person's have been very selfish, or probably even an abusive lover for some of you. Okay, I feel this person is ready to pick a new direction. They're coming off as no longer pretending to be happy where they are. Okay, I feel this person has been very pretentious. They've acted like they've been happy where they are, or there's been a lot of dominating behavior from this person. Okay, someone who's probably very dominating, jealous, or also someone out here who's probably very authoritative. Dominating is what I'm getting. Okay, this person out here has realized their mistake. They realize that they don't always have to be right, and this person out here is going to reach out to you with a hi. Even if this person has not been dominating, I do feel this person lacks the self-confidence within themselves, okay, to speak to you. They're gathering their courage, they're getting their shit together, and they're coming in to talk to you. So for a lot of you Capricorns, expect a hi from someone. Okay, I don't know, it could be anyone. It could be an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or it could be an Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Okay, it could be anyone. It could even be a Capricorn. I don't know, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. But I do feel it's like a very immature energy, a very young energy. Okay, when I say young, doesn't mean really young. Could be by age. For some of you, there is an age difference. Others of you, this person's just kind of very mature. Okay, like very kiddish. They play too many games. Very, very cold and icy. So someone who's been very cold with you. Yeah. Okay. Now, let's see what happened in the past. Yeah. See, in the past, Capricorn, what happened is that I do feel for a lot of you, you could have cut someone off, Capricorn. I don't know why. I feel you moved forward. You let go of a player. Some of you could be dealing with a player. Others of you could be dealing with someone who was very unreliable. Like today they were there, tomorrow they were gone. So in and out, in and out, in and out energy. I feel you were dealing with someone who would love bomb you a lot. Okay, so you walked away from a love bombing person, a person who was love bombing you, a person who was probably even gaslighting you. Made you feel like you were daydreaming, whatever it is, right? You walked away from that kind of a person. You let go of some kind of load. Okay, it's like I'm doing all the work out here, right? You're doing all the work out here, and you felt like you were in some kind of jail, but the jail was not real. The jail was created in your head. Like you felt like you couldn't walk away from a person. You felt like you couldn't walk away from a situation. You felt like you couldn't walk away from the burdens or expectations of burdens of family members, of society, of spouse, of anyone, okay? But you eventually chose to follow your heart, okay? Some of you could have chosen to divorce a person. Others of you could have chosen to cut someone off from your life. Okay, at least being very, very logical. You were very logical in the past. You could have divorced someone, or you could have just distanced yourself from someone. Okay, like a very, very big decision was made. It's like you were ready to take 100% accountability for your decision. And the decision was to cut a person off like that, okay, who would come in, they would like drain you out emotionally and then just create drama. Whenever this person came in, you knew that this person was bringing drama with them. Okay, so you could have kind of just chose to cut someone off like that. Now, in the current situation, okay, now in the current situation, Capricorn, what's happening out here is that you guys out here are headed towards a big decision. Okay, I feel this decision, a lot of you are focusing on a long term decision. Okay, it almost feels like you've changed your perspective. You no longer want to wait. You no longer want to wait for the other person to give you closure. You no longer want to wait for the other person out here to change. For a lot of you, you're like, okay, no, maybe they'll change, they'll change, they'll change, they'll change. And you're like, no, looks like this person is never going to change. So what you're doing is your focus is on a long-term choice. So a lot of you could be making a choice to move towards someone new. Others of you could be making a choice to just move forward, okay, and be in alignment with yourself. Even if it's being single, like even if it's being single, you're in search of being with someone who's with you on the same level, same belief system, same values, or then you could have found someone like that. And I do feel you are getting out of stagnation, getting out of that limbo, and a lot of you could be moving towards a brand new solid opportunity. Okay, could be it's an opportunity which has the potential to grow into a commitment. Okay, so a lot of you are being true to yourself. So if you have been in a marriage and you feel this is not working out, you're not scared to rebel, you're not scared to walk away from any kind of conventional relationships or any kind of traditional tradition, or you're not scared to walk away from any kind of marriage or commitments that no longer serve you. Okay, I think you're making a very strong decision where I don't want to stay in an obligation anymore. Okay, I can't do this anymore. Okay, that's what I feel you are doing right now. So a lot of you could be freeing yourself is what I'm getting. Okay, a lot of you could be freeing yourself. It's like you've made so many sacrifices and you're coming to a realization that these sacrifices are absolutely unnecessary. Okay, now before we move forward, if you need a personal reading, you can email me on tarotwithnimo@gmail.com. Let's see what you can expect to happen by the end of the week. Yup. I think for a lot of you, you're liberating yourselves, Capricorn. For some reason, it feels like either you are liberating yourselves from a toxic individual, okay? Maybe this person out here was not good for you. Maybe this person out here was there with you only for your money. Others of you could have been liberating yourselves from some kind of dependability or reliability. It's like, oh, I'm dependent on this person, so I can't walk away. I'm reliant on this person emotionally or financially, so I can't walk away. It feels like you're using all your strength out here and you're no longer clinging on to control. If the universe is creating some kind of negative, no, I wouldn't say negative. If the universe is creating some kind of situations in your love life which are going against you, it's like, no, everything was fine. Everything was going perfectly. Why has this change come up abruptly all of a sudden? So there is a change that the universe is bringing into your love life, Capricorn, but for once, you're going with the flow. You're grabbing opportunities and you're hopping on the wheel. You're no longer jamming the wheel, and you're coming off as, I deserve more. You're coming off as, I'm not going to settle for less. Okay, and there is a brand new beginning coming in. Okay, others of you, I feel there is the kind of person out here who's putting all their strength, no more clinging on to control, and they are freeing themselves. Someone out here could be freeing themselves from another connection, from a relationship that didn't serve them. Okay, and they're coming towards you wanting a fresh new beginning. No more having fears of the unknown, no more having fear of new beginnings, and someone out here wants to start from scratch with you. Which is why I said what you don't see coming is communication out here. This person's choosing to cut people off from their life or cut situations off from their life that no longer serve them. They're choosing to pick a new direction. Some of you, this person may choose to travel towards you or relocate, and they're very confident they're making the right decision. Okay.